Lordship. I'm sorry, my lord, it took this small lag because until your lordship turns it on, I can't join as a attendee. I remain a panelist, so then it takes a few seconds for me to switch over. So I'm so sorry. So my lord, with your lordship permission, I would assist your lordship from here. Now, the position is, my lord, shall I take your lordship straight away to the FIR, or would your lordship like to see the Supreme Court order first?
No, you take us to the FIR and then
yes. The Supreme Court has basically remanded it and, according to me, left everything open. So there is a compilation which we have filed, my lord, which contains all.
It's open remand. So all is open.
Correct. Everything has been left open. So therefore,
fully on all points on which you seek to.
Correct. So if your lordship will straight away, there is a compilation which has been handed over. Mayunk is there, my lord. At page 29, your lordship may come to that compilation.
Right.
Now, if your lordship will see right at the top, the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth column says information received at police station date 20th May 2022. Time is 17:20 hours, and it says journal diary reference entry number so and so. Time is 17:20 hours. So the moment the information is received, it is the FIR is registered. Is what I wish to point out. Now, your lordship may kindly come to page 31, which is the information. The complainant, whose name appears at page 33, is one Sariful Islam. Now, I'll take your lordship through it. This is a complaint, my lord. It is made against 7 named and rest unknown persons. The first is Naladri Shekhar Dana, who is actually an applicant before your lordships. He is an MLA. The second is Bankim Chandra Ghosh. He is also an MLA. The third is Dr. Subhash Sarkar. He is a member of parliament. The fourth is Maitri Dana. She is the daughter of serial number 1, who is supposed to have secured this job. Fifth is Deepak Biswas. He is a BJP worker. 5. 6 is Jagannath Sarkar. He is an MP. And 7 is Ramji Singh, who is the director of the All India Institute, and others for commission of offences under the Prevention of Corruption Act. And IPC offences are 406, 420, read with 120B and 34. Now, all these MLAs and MPs belong to one particular party, that is the BJP. Now, the complaint, my lord. I, Sariful Islam, son of so-and-so, am a resident of, the address is given, my lord. I am a law-abiding citizen and presently unemployed. I was looking for job opportunities in and around Kalyani for the past several days. Recently, I have come across a shocking piece of news concerning a job scam perpetuated by leaders, public servants, ministers, MLAs associated with the Bharatiya Janata Party, their family members, and other unknown persons, details of which are stated hereinafter. On 19th May 2022, I was made aware through a renowned Bengali newspaper article, Vartaman, that one Maitri Dana, accused number 4, she is the applicant number 1 before your lordship, has landed a job of data entry operator in Kalyani for a monthly salary of about rupees 30,000. It is 24,800. I will come to those details later. Maitri Dana was handed over the job without her even having taken part in the recruitment test, which was undertaken by all other eligible candidates who had applied for the same position job in the said institution. The said Maitri Dana is the daughter of none other than Niladri Shekhar Dana, accused number 1, who is a member of BJP, elected member of the Legislative Assembly, MLA from Bankura Assembly constituency. Shri Dana had used his power and influence to illegally ensure that his daughter was able to get the said job in AIIMS Kalyani, which is one of the premier medical institutions in our country. It was further stated that Shri Dana was able to secure his daughter's job with the help of Union Minister of State for Education, Dr. Sarkar, accused number 3. As a favor to his friend and colleague, Dr. Sarkar had purportedly taken advantage of his good offices and his position as a Union Minister of State to ensure that Shrimati Dana was given the job. It is further alleged that Dr. Sarkar has got the recruitment done through one Deepak Biswas, who is a member of the State Committee of the BJP. The said Deepak Biswas is also responsible for providing jobs to other close associates of influential people connected to the BJP in an illegal manner. To confirm the veracity of the news, I also checked with other news portals agencies had reported the scam. I also checked whether other news portals agencies had reported the scam. To my surprise, I came across multiple articles which confirmed the aforesaid illegal acts committed by the accused persons. Furthermore, such news portal agencies disclosed that another MLA, also belonging to BJP, had used undue means to land his daughter-in-law a job at All India Institute, Kalyani. The said MLA, who is believed to have perpetuated the act, is Shri Bankim Chandra Ghosh, accused number 2. who represents the Chakdaha Assembly constituency, he too used his position as a public servant to help his daughter-in-law secure a job through unscrupulous means and methods. The news articles also stated that one Tanya Bhattacharya, a youth leader of BJP, had accused Shri Jagannath Sarkar BJP MP from Rangan to provide jobs in All India Kalyani in exchange of money by bypassing the standard procedure followed for such recruitment. These allegations have been claimed to be true by many other members of the BJP, including Partha Chatterjee, Dalip Ghosh and others. The entire incident shows it is a concerted effort made by highly placed and influential members of the BJP to provide jobs to their near and dear ones and denying opportunities to deserving candidates. I am enclosing copies of all news articles which have been published in Bengali newspapers like Bartaman, Anand Bazar, Kolkata TV, so-and-so, along with English translations. It will not be out of place to mention here that us locals who live in and around Kalyani and or within Nadia district have been attempting to secure a job through All India Institute Kalyani has to offer. We were made to believe that with a premier institute like AIIMS being set up, the locals will have job opportunities. Issue of unemployment will be addressed. We have gone pillar to post and some of us have even taken part in multiple test examinations to land a job in central government institution. However, the various news articles have opened my eyes to the fact that us locals never really stood a chance against such power-hawking public servants who were elected by us to help protect us, etc. Then, to further corroborate and substantiate the information, the said news articles also cite one Partha Chakravarti, who is reportedly a member and local leader of Bharatiya Janata Party. He stated that I have written to Amit Shah ji and have informed him how two MLAs have used their position to help their daughter get jobs in the hospital. These political leaders are fulfilling their personal agenda in the party by using their portfolios. Statement clearly indicates that being a local political leader of BJP, Shri Chakravarti is well aware about the illegal appointments going on in the central institution. He is aware as to who are the political leaders behind such illegal activities. These illegal acts assume importance in the light of the recent SSC corruption scam in Bengal, as the BJP leaders' claims of being honest and law-abiding party falls flat in its face. Such acts have shaken the confidence of the local people in the central leadership, which is responsible for various premier institutes. Recruiting candidates based on their background connection instead of merit will also adversely affect the services rendered in these institutions and bring shame to the institution. In the light of the above, it is amply clear that leaders of BJP, including public servants like accused persons, are misusing their position power to make illicit appointments in favor of their own near and dear ones. In order to do so, they have connived and conspired amongst themselves and have taken into confidence the director of the institute, namely Shri Ramji Singh, accused number 7, to allow accused 1 and 2 relatives to be illegally recruited in the institution. The role of Ramji Singh is vital in the entire scam, since without the director's knowledge and information, such illegal appointments would be practically impossible. It is also pointed out that accused persons number 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6 are all affiliated with the ruling BJP. 4 is the daughter-in-law at the center, which is responsible for running such premier central government institutions. Together, they have used their connection, influence and power to obtain undue advantage to ensure that improper, dishonest, illegal acts are committed so as to ignore the recruitment test taken by hardworking individuals and to pick and choose candidates as per liking. Involvement of so many elected public servants and the top brass of the institution must also involve giving illegal gratification so that such scams are pulled off with ease and without attracting undue intimidation. So it says he must also involve taking gratification. The common man has been cheated by the persons. Strict action should be taken. Then my lord, he says treat it as an FIR and please lodge an FIR. If your lordship will see below the stamp, it says received on 20th May 2022 at 17:20 hours. So the moment it is received with such sweeping allegations focused on a party, I'm not for the time being going to go there, but with such sweeping, there is no preliminary inquiry, nothing is done. Immediately the FIR is registered. Now, after the FIR is registered, they issue summons to both the petitioners as witnesses without even giving a copy of the FIR. I will go there a little later, and I had to move court to get a copy of the FIR, which I have stated in my petition. And when I got the copy of the FIR and realized that I am actually an accused, then I moved this petition seeking quashing of that FIR. Now, my lord, so far as there are very wide sweeping allegations, but I will focus first on what is against me, what is the nature of my appointment. According to my primary submission is going to be, after I show your lordships my appointment letter and the contract and documents, that my appointment is on contract. It is a deployment and outsourcing actually with a private agency and not with AIIMS at all. And therefore, it has no character of a public appointment. And then my submission is going to be that even if your lordship comes to the conclusion that the appointment is, there is a distinction between an illegality and a crime. So therefore, kindly now see what is the nature of my appointment. My appointment letter is actually at page 34 of the paper book, Lord. Kindly see that. And then I will show the agreement or the basis of that appointment. Your lordship has seen the allegations are sweeping, but there is no particular allegation against me that X amount of money was paid or this person's influence was. It's not. It's a sweeping omnibus allegation which is made. Now, what is the nature of the appointment, therefore, becomes very crucial to see if any crime is committed here, which answers and attracts section 406 or 420.
Yeah, Corruption Act charges also.
Yes, no, charges are there. Charges are section 7A, 8, 11 and 13. And that also I will need to note. In fact, my case is that this was a contract for 4 months. And the very essence, your lordship may just see this, because unless I read that agreement in my letter,
if illegal contract for supply of goods are given, is it not an act of corruption without following due process?
My lord, this is quite different, because there is no illegality here. Just kindly see those two documents with me before I make a further submission on this point. Just those two documents.
Consequence whether the post is a public post or is a contractual post.
Yes.
If a benefit is given to someone by a public servant or a public institution, and that is an undue advantage, it is an act of corruption.
Well, the submission is going to be that so far as this is concerned, number one, there is no, just kindly see these two documents and then I will make this submission further. Kindly see my appointment letter and the nature of the contract entered into between the two. Just kindly see page 34 of the of the paper book where my appointment letter is there.
Page 34 of the revisional application.
Yeah, of the revisional application.
Yes. Have sir.
No, duto copy file. You've given the other copies. We filed it.
1 second, Mr. Patwali. I think the other copy has to be trusted.
No difference.
The last occasion we had supplied it, but we'll again give another. Huh? I know. Extra copy also. But I have an extra copy, but it is marked.
Marked copy, how will you?
But we have already given, before your lordship, I fixed it for hearing, we had already given the copy.
Judgment, this is not the copy. Judgment is there, list of dates are there, and index.
But your lordship has the revision application.
Sir, the problem is the revision application was before the single judge.
Oh.
We were under the impression that department has prepared a second copy for my brother.
Okay.
Mr. Mukherjee, Mayuk Mukherjee says that he had supplied the second copy before us today. It's a bit of a hitch.
Only difficulty, I have a marked copy. That I know, my lord, which is why.
This is not proper. Your brief cannot be handed over to a judge.
That is why, my lord.
This is very, very.
We had handed over before the hearing had started.
He did. It's a bit of a logistics problem.
All right. Then we can have it on the next occasion, or I can just take your lordship through the. But my way of putting it, I thought this was very important.
Just summarize the points, and then on the next occasion we prepare and submit the second judge's copy.
So, Lord, my point. Actually, my lord, before I even summarize, please see one more document with me. Please see,
Mr. Patwalia, 1 second. Let me just formulate what you have said till now, so that if we have incorrectly understood you, please correct us. First, you have said that the FIR is a sweeping FIR, sort of encompassing everyone belonging to a particular political group.
correct.
Right. And the minute it was lodged at the police station, it was registered without even making the slightest preliminary inquiry with regard to the nature and scope of the allegations.
Correct.
This is the first point.
Correct.
Second,
And since all appointments are to be made on the recommendations of the director, therefore section 17A is the second procedural requirement which would come in.
You have not addressed. You have not addressed.
Yes,
that.
I have not so far now. Yes.
So I'm just that next thing that you have said is this appointment is a contractual appointment through a labor contractor, and therefore it is not an appointment to a public post.
Yes. I will further buttress it by saying my salary is not paid by the All India Institute. The All India Institute pays the contractor. The contractor has responsibility of giving me my salary. And the contract which All India Institute has entered in with the contractor puts it as a outsourcing deployment. So therefore, if it is an outsourcing deployment where the salary is paid through the contractor, it is in the nature of a private employment.
We have understood that the salary was by the contractor, and therefore the employer-employee relationship is between the contractor and the contractee.
I may underscore here, the contract says All India Institute is the principal employer. So your lordship gets that whole picture.
Under the Labour Contract Act.
Correct. So that contract refers to the All India Institute as the principal employer who will pay the money to the contractor.
Correct. It is basically the contractor being the intermediary through which the payments were made.
And the employment was for 5 months, which 5 months got over in August, on 28th August 2022, at a fixed salary of 24,000 rupees.
Those submissions, all right, we consider that. That 5 month or only 1 month, they will be the quantum of the offense or the gravity of the offense. When we test the premise on the anvil of jurisdiction of registration of FIR, even if there was a day's appointment, it would be an offense. Whether it would be something to be really of such nature that it would attract grave punishment, etc., are not matters which we require to trouble ourselves on. We need to see whether this act, the allegations in the FIR connecting the applicants before us, this prima facie disclose reasons to suspect the commission of these offences. And if they do, whether Section 17 capital A get attracted for the registration of this FIR or not. This is perhaps two of the main.
These are the two major points, Lord. These are the two major issues on which we are.
Mr. Patwalia, I'll be very clear to you. The second point is something to be looked into. The first point about sweeping allegations, we would have looked into them had it been the applicants were someone which are outliers to the alleged conspiracy, like the member of parliament and some political leader, etc. Before us are two persons, one who got the so-called undue advantage of being appointed through contract or otherwise, and the other being her husband, a political personality who is alleged to have leveraged the power to get the appointment. So here the allegation is very crystallized. The others are penumbral allegations, and penumbral allegations, I completely agree with you, are very vague.
Correct. So therefore, that is something which your lordship will see. Just because I happen to be the daughter of an MLA who has got a contract for 4 months, it will, this kind of sweeping presumptions.
That we will like to know how you got appointed. Was it an walk-in interview?
It was a process of test where I could not secure the marks. The director makes a recommendation, and on that recommendation, I will take your lordship to that.
That issue is a matter we have to look into, whether the director can make a recommendation like that.
Yes, I will. Once your lordship reads the contract, that is all part of, it's all there in the contract.
Okay. Next day we'll keep this.
All right.
Who will appear for this? Public person.
So any Thursday convenient to the court, my lord, other than 13th, any Thursday.
You tell us which date is convenient for you.
20th is also all right, my lord. I can come on. I very much want to be there, my lord. Today I just.
But Mr. Patwali, it will be 20th if you want, will be at 2 p.m.
Or the week thereafter, if it can be in the morning, my lord. Whenever your lordship has some, or even it's okay. Even 2 is okay, my lord. I have no problem.
No problem.
No issue.
So 20th at 2 p.m. we can keep it.
All right.
20th 2 p.m.
Or if it can be a week thereafter, my lord, 27th, if it's not.
1 second.
27th.
Tell us any day which is convenient for you in that week, the next week, the week thereafter.
So then let it be 20th. 20th is all right. No difficulty. 20th.
That if week thereafter you want, we are open for every date.
Then 27th is all right. 27th.
27th you want.
Correct.
27. All right.
Yes, no.
You want in the morning.
No, whenever your lordship has other things on the morning, I am okay 2 p.m. also. I have no issue. Morning is also okay. Whenever your lordship has time on 27th.
No, 27th we will keep it in the morning.
Grateful. Grateful. I'll be there. I'll be there.
We have some miscellaneous matters. So what we may hear you for an hour, the way we thought we'll be hearing you today.
All right.
If you finish your arguments, then we'll go for the miscellaneous matters.
All right.
All right.
All
So in the morning we'll keep it.
All
Let's
right.
10:30 it would start.
All right. Grateful.
Mr. We'll do that.
As your lordship, please.
Heard Mr. Patwalia and Mr. Mojumdar for the petitioner. Stop. Matter is fixed for further hearing on 27th March 2025 at the top of the list.
Grateful.
All right. Thank you.
Grateful. Thanks. Very grateful.
Interim order granted earlier shall continue till 28th.
Till tomorrow it was.
Till 30th of April